Football weekend is here again. In this edition of this video, I will review all the games, all the top games from Premier League to La Liga to Bundesliga to also League One to also Italian League for us to see what is happening. We all know that beginning from this weekend, Chelsea will be facing West Ham United. And in this game, to be honest, Chelsea in the last 10 games with West Ham have played, 7 wins, 3 draws, and then 2 wins for 7 wins for Chelsea, 2 draws, and 1 win for West Ham. So if you look into this game, you expect Chelsea to be able to come out victorious in this game. Of course, how Chelsea started the first game of the season, a lot of people are believing, oh, Chelsea is not ready because of there's a lot of changes. Gittins, João Pedro, Delap, Estava Williams. But I'm expecting Chelsea to come strong here again. I know it's not going to be easy. This is a London derby. West Ham on their own side have lost, one of their most influential players in Kudus. And Chelsea have brought in Estava Williams. I believe Enzo Fernandez and Kopama will play better in this game. Tosin is also back, meaning that Chelsea have what it takes to attack this kind of games. Then there is also the fitness of Reece James. He's now showing a little bit of consistency. Fofana is back in the squad. Chalobah is here. Chelsea kept a clean sheet against Crystal Palace. That is not an easy one, even though everybody expected Chelsea to win. In this game, I'm expecting Chelsea to come through and defeat West Ham by 2-1. Manchester City versus Tottenham. You see, this game is a shocking game of the weekend. You see, this game is not going to be easy. A lot of people are thinking this game is going to be a straightforward game. Looking at the head-to-head, in the last 10 games, do you know that Tottenham have beaten Manchester City 5 times, with Manchester City winning only 4, and then there's 1 draw. Meaning that Tottenham is one of the teams that normally give City troubles. Last season, the last 2 meetings with Tottenham and Manchester City won 1-0 and Tottenham won 4-0, and then Tottenham win 2-1, and then Man City win. Like, it's always, from side to side. And what I can tell you with this Tottenham side is that under Thomas Frank, they know how to play defensive game. It's just about how Manchester City can be able to sustain the attack, how Manchester City can be able to, break down Tottenham, because right now Tottenham is different from the Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham. Manchester City ordinarily likes to play against this kind of team that play defensive game, but Pep Guardiola will, be able to cover them and push them back into their post. But because of the firepower of Tottenham, Brennan Johnson is here, Kudus is now in the squad. There is Solanke in the squad. Richarlison is looking like a man rejuvenated. They won their first game 3-0 against Burnley. If you ask me in this game, I can be able to tell you that the margins are very, very similar. The odds are very, very similar. And it will be a difficult one for me in this game. But if you ask me, I'll predict that Manchester City will either win this game or play a draw. Arsenal versus Leeds. These are the kind of game Mikel Arteta loves. Arsenal love this kind of team. Leeds are the team that will always go and attack Arsenal. And Arsenal will crush them heavily. In the last 10 meeting between Arsenal and Leeds, Arsenal have won 9 times. And the Leeds had only 1 draw. Leeds have not registered any win against Arsenal in the last 10 meetings. And I'm expecting this one to be an important one. Arsenal have signed Eze. We are not expecting Eze to be in the squad, but probably in the next week against Liverpool, he will be there. Arsenal have been able to sign, Gyökeres. Gyökeres should be able to start his goal scoring in this game. Leeds wants to play attacking football, but that attacking football will hurt them in the Premier League. Mikel Arteta will crush them. Mikel Arteta will show them that it's not just all about running. It's about, using tactics. And I believe that Arsenal will win this game. If you ask me the angles, I'm looking at Saka, I'm looking at Odegaard, I'm looking at Zubimendi, Nogard, and, Rice. Let's see whether, Noni Madueke can be able to play. I'm not impressed with Martinelli. Now that Eze is in the squad, let's see what is going on. But I will be believing that Arsenal will be able to win this game. If you ask me my prediction, I will say that Arsenal will defeat Leeds by 3-1. Fulham versus Manchester United. This is a game Manchester United must be looking at to win their first game of the season. In the head-to-head between Fulham and Manchester United. In the last 10 games, Manchester United have won 7. 1 draw and 2 wins for Fulham. And that win for Fulham was a very long time ago. I think that Manchester United, with the way they played against Arsenal and Mbemo, Kunha, Shesko should start this one with Bruno Fernandes. Then you have in the middle of the pack Ogate, you have also Casemiro. I was impressed with all the players. Ahmad played very, very well. I'm expecting Ahmad to return to the lineup as a wing back. Manchester United ordinarily know how to win, Fulham. In the last 2 meetings, is a draw and 1-0 win for Manchester United. I'm predicting Manchester United to start their season proper in this game. Manchester United to win Fulham will be in this game. I'm predicting Manchester United to win by 2-1. And if you ask me, I feel like Mbemo will likely have his first goal for Manchester United in this game. Newcastle versus Liverpool. I know Frimpong is injured. Everybody is now focusing on talking about, oh, Newcastle are a good side. Newcastle can be able to do this or that. But if you look at the record in the last 10 meetings, Newcastle have been able to defeat Liverpool only once. And they play 2 draws with 7 wins for Liverpool. With the attacking firepower of Liverpool, I don't think Newcastle can do much here. Is it with are they going to? Is it also Swala that is playing their number 9? Who do they have? There's no Wilson, there's no Isak. Their attack is blunt. Is it Gordon? Is it Barnes? These guys does not have any end product. I'm expecting Liverpool to come strong. Vets, Mohamed Salah, Gakpo. Gakpo is looking like an interesting player for Liverpool this season. Gravenberch probably will be able to come back in this game. And then there will be McAllister and other players. I'm expecting Newcastle not to be able to get a win here. Liverpool should crush them and also take a sack. My prediction in this game is for Liverpool to defeat Newcastle. Hey, Liverpool to win Newcastle by 2-1. Other games you have to look at is, Sunderland versus Burnley. This is an interesting one. Sunderland won their first game. Burnley lost. I'm expecting Burnley to try to get the 3 points here. I know Sunderland defeated Everton, but I believe that this game will be a different game. I'm expecting Burnley to win Sunderland. Brentford versus Aston Villa. Brentford have lost all their powers. They are struggling. Wissa wants to leave. Mbemo have left. Their coach left. I'm expecting Aston Villa with good players, Maguire, with their striker. Everybody should be able to win Brentford. So I'm predicting Aston Villa to win Brentford. Bournemouth versus Wolves. Wolves were crushed by Manchester City. Bournemouth, lost to Liverpool. Bournemouth is not looking like a bad side. Staying at home to play against Wolves. Keep an eye on this one. Bournemouth will likely win Wolves. And then Everton and Brighton. Everton lost their first game to Leeds. Brighton played a draw to Fulham. Let's see. I'm predicting this game Everton to come out here with a win. I think this is the first game Everton will be playing in their stadium, in their new stadium. I believe this game will be a game everybody would like to watch. And then Crystal Palace versus Forest. Forest won their first game. Crystal Palace played a draw. This game is going to be very, very difficult. If you look at what is happening in this game, if you look at head-to-head, they have played 10 times with 6 draws and 4 wins for Nottingham Forest. I'm expecting again it's either Nottingham Forest win or a draw, because Crystal Palace have not won Nottingham Forest in the last 10 games, and I don't expect it to happen in this game this time around. Going forward to Bundesliga, there will be the game between St. Pauli and Borussia Dortmund. And I'm telling you that Borussia Dortmund have the upper hand here. In the last 10 meetings, Borussia Dortmund have defeated St. Pauli 8 times with 1 draw and 1 win for St. Pauli. Looking at this game, we expect Borussia Dortmund to win St. Pauli again. I am predicting this one to end in 2-0. Barcelona will be hosted by Levante. Levante, if you look at them, Levante is a good side. Their first game they played, they didn't win their first game. They are 15th position. And Barcelona won their first game. Barcelona is topping the La Liga right now with +3 and 3 points. And if you look at this game, in the last 10 games, Barcelona had defeated Levante 7 times, 1 draw and 2 wins for Levante. I'm expecting Barcelona to win this one again. Barcelona always score 3. I'm expecting this one to be 3-1 to Barcelona. And then Milan will be playing Cremonese. This is a new side to La Liga. Funny enough, their head-to-head has been, they've only played, I think, 2 games and 2 draws. So I'm expecting Milan to be able to win this game. This one is from, the Italian league. You go to the French league. One of the important games you have to watch this season is Paris FC. Remember, Paris FC is different from Paris Saint-Germain. We'll be playing Marseille. I think this is their first meeting. I believe that Marseille should be able to win this one. I'm predicting Marseille to win. Lyon also to win, Metz. So there's a lot of games you have to look at here going into this weekend. You go to Sunday, you see Rio Oviedo playing, Real Madrid Football Club. Looking at it, 5 wins for Real Madrid, 4 draws for the both teams, and 1 win for Rio Oviedo. There's no how Rio Oviedo will defeat Real Madrid. My prediction in this game is for Real Madrid to be able to crush them again. Win Real Oviedo by at least 3-0. Tonight, Bayern Munich will be hosting Leipzig. This game is very, very difficult. They've met a total of 10 times in the last 10 meetings. Bayern win 5, 3 draws and 2 wins for Leipzig. With the way Bayern are playing, Leipzig have sold Šeško, about to sell Xavi Simons. I'm expecting Bayern to win this one by 3-0. So Bayern should be able to crush them. Bayern are playing very well in the league this season. So if you put all these things together, you will see there's a lot of games that are going to be happening over the weekend, and it's going to be an interesting one. Which game are you looking forward to? Which team do you think will struggle? Which top team will lose this weekend? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and let's go.